Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, I've been there before. It's the opening drive of the game. You're trying to scramble, make something happen, and you get absolutely lit up. Man, that cold tub, that can't come soon enough. Bad news, though, is you've got an entire game to play.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. But you've got this
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Eagles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to hauls it in the first down and more? Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Fires to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Boston College. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes! They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Finding an escape route.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take him to end this drive. Will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Good timing on the quick out. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They took it 64 yards right down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Bearcats will snap it on first and 10. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Moore. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bauer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about
wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll try to snap it quickly. He leaves it with his back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Takes it from the gun on third down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll send out the kicker here.
Number 47 on the field goal.
And this one is perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Golden Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Boston College offense has it working. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. On the run deep down the right side. Touchdown, Boston College. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense...
He's loose. Touchdown, Eagles. And the stomping has commenced. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Bearcats are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Working that wide receiver screen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll immediately call timeout. The Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. And the Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
35.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are.
Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Judicials offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too. So
Boston College's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude...
It's a seam wide open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Boston College! First points of the day are on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go right back to the run. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. All out of space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for the offense. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado State is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Judicials send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Solid pickup for 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. End off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Lockwood. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Steps away. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. When he gets outside of the pocket, he is such a threat to run. But what a great job keeping his eyes downfield.
And when he gets outside the pocket, what do I do now? I mean, do I run and go get him so he can't run and get yards and then you throw it over my head? Or do I sit back and play coverage and you get to run? So it's kind of a pick-your-poison game, and either one, it's not fun.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time where you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The give to the fullback. Breaks the tackle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Judicials will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Great news for the offense as they'll get the ball with tremendous field position inside the 40-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Boston College! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in. The Judicials are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The quick out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The short hands, it's Johnson. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take a shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Judicials will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll open the second half on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They'll run for it. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Boston College. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback keeps it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the judicials will bring the punt. the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the air on 2nd down. Working. Side now. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. On the move, it's James.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now the play fake. It's caught downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Boston College offense has it working. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Here comes the option. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give as they work on that clock.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year. Nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.
Dang right, I'm confident in what I...
If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been...
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it! Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Boston College Eagles offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Boston College will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Running to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. looking to throw on third. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Looking for room, it's Lyle. And the Hurricanes get enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Now on 2nd down. We've reached the break and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has...
Oh, and they blocked him. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Finds his man, it's Lockwood. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense set on first down. To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died. As soon as it hit the ground, beautiful job.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. He's loose on the right. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got loose and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Bolden. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bolden. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Makes the catch. It's Bolden. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need... thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man. It's Bolden. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this off going to let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Turning on the Jets. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. He's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the Hurricanes take over 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because...
There he goes! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Carr.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On target over the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Release to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Boston College.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Shakes off the defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll do it himself. Wide open. Got some room into the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. He's loose. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Handoff from the gun. And the Canes will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with,